What's going on, everybody? Jibba73 back with the Double E Show. It's Prison Architect, Island Bound. Welcome back, Felon Fridays here on the Double E Show. So when we left off last week, we had talked about what we were going to do this week, and I jotted it down. I'm going to top off minimum security. So I'm going to bring in those 10 minimum security. I'm bringing in 10 criminally insane. We have 8. That'll make 18. That'll have room of 30 left in capacity there. And I am going to bring in medium security starting for tomorrow. So let's go 2 times speed and see how we're going there. We've got parole hearing getting ready to start. I don't know who's coming in for parole, but we do have one getting ready to start. I got the armed guard here. Oh, starting to snow. Winter weather, current conditions snow, 21 degrees outside. That is Fahrenheit. He would like privacy. Well, that's because I'm sure a lot of them would like privacy and clothing, it looks like. Okay. Well, I mean, we've got, if I go here to logistics, prison labor, we've got a lot of people working here. That should work. Let's see. Cleaning cupboard. I could give them, let's go deployment. If I make this minimum security and I go back to logistics and I go prison labor and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? I got another person ODing here. Search just that cell. Let's see what happens. Coming around, gonna check everything out. Searching him. Okay, we didn't find anything on him. Okay, so it's just that one prisoner. He got sniffed out, and what did he have? Pills. Ah. So there seems to be a lot of drugs. Okay, so now I need one more person to pass the foundation education course. I've got a lot of travel back and forth here. It looks like they're never going to be able to get to this. Let me pause real quick. I'm going to come in here to flooring, landscape, shallow water, right? So I can't do shallow water there, but I can do shallow water to there. Okay. So if I go like that, I go back into landscape and I go shallow water, right on. Okay, so he's going to come out possibly to that point and pick up this food. That's what he's doing. Alright. Now, if I click on him and get him to go there, get him to go back that way. So that's now trash. So control left click. I don't know if that'll work. Can I get that guy to come get that? How about you? No. You. No. Okay. Well, that's fine. Okay, so let's step up the speed. So, we don't have any prisoners over here yet, right? These are all listed as dorms. Again, it's only going to allow us to put 2 in. So what I'm thinking is, let's pause for a quick second. Let us... Let's do something a little different here. Since we can't utilize this, I'm going to go... let's go objects to the bottom of the list, dismantle object, dismantle the bed, and I'm going to come through here while it plays on, and I'm going to dismantle the bed closest to the door. Whoops. Nope. Okay, let's get out of here. I want to stop that. Now come back in here to objects. Back down here. Closest to the door. There we go. I forgot the middle row. I stagger them. Okay. Now, if I crack on, so they're going to put those into storage. Now, the reason why I'm not dumping them entirely is I have a plan. I have a plan. So, alright, it didn't mess with the capacity for medium security at all. Right on. Now... Okay. So, let's slow that back down now. If I look in here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 80. And 16, that's 90, room for 96 prisoners. And originally I was going to do 120 in total. So, what I would like to do... and I probably, yeah, if I remember correctly, yeah, I can't plan out here on the water. So what I was just thinking about doing was I could extend the island out enough to make another cell block, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5, 10, 15. Times 2 would be 30. That would give us 90. That's better. So, let's planning. If I go walls, I need something that's at least 17 by 21. 1, 2, 3. If I go out... 17 by 21 would be like that. Okay, so if I come in here to flooring and I go dirt, I can. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to come out 16, gap of 1, wall. Right? That's all man-made material. Let us see what happens. Okay, so we get the Instapop. That works. Now, if I go planning, walls, so that's 17 by 21. Right? out here on the island. So then I want to come flooring, landscape, dirt. I'm going to go 3 wide, like so, right? Why does that look 4 wide? 1, 2, 3. 3 wide, like so. Okay. And then I want to come down here. And I want to go 2 wide. Like so. No, 3 wide. In there. Right. Get that to pop into view. Okay, pausing. Very good. Now, seem to have that. So then if I come back into planning, so that's the building. This would be the wall. Yeah, get rid of that. This would be the wall. That works for me. If I come in here to walls and doors, and I go, for right now, temporary, staff door, and staff door, there, right? Right, okay. Unpausing, let's get that to, let's see, control left click, put that there, no, right like that, there we go. And then if I come back in here to walls and doors, door, right on. Okay, so let's come over this way and we will watch. Why is there a visitor boat there? That doesn't make any sense that you would be there. Ah, because a prisoner was released. Very good. Okay. Is that a minimum security? It was a minimum security. Okay. So 2 times speed. 2 released. Very good. Okay. And then as soon as they're off screen. Alright. Okay. So let's see. We've got prisoners coming in under an hour. Alright, so that'll give me 98. That's fine. I don't need to have full 100. We've got a couple people with drugs. Oh yeah, that's the other thing too. Intelligence. Anybody get figured out that we didn't know about? We got ex-prison guard, 2 ex-law enforcement, a snitch. That's fine. They're in eating breakfast. Right on. Okay. Got deliveries. That's staff food. And garbage going out. Excellent. I'm wondering why we don't have that stuff. Are they just not using the... Let's pause for a quick second. What does this say? This says staff room, right? Ah, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Let's do this. Let's go rooms. And we will go... staff room needs to be 4x4, right? So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So that would be big enough for the staff room. Now, if I go canteen, there is no minimum requirement. So if I go canteen like so, and then I go deployment, staff only, like so. So that's staff room, staff canteen, right? Right, okay, excellent. I've got people coming in. Let's go intelligence, informants. Okay, we've got the mixed bag coming in here. So we do have the criminally insane coming in, same spot. Now, a good thing about having a criminally insane holding cell is if for some reason I do fill criminally insane sec to capacity and one of my regular inmates becomes criminally insane for whatever reason, we're going to pause for a second. No, we're not going to pause for a second. I want to make sure that everybody was supposed to get delivered. So there should be 20 people. I think that's how many can come on a boat. So let's get out of intelligence for a second. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, there's and 20. Okay, so let's go into intake. And I'm going to turn off MinSec and criminally insane. And then bring in 60. Let's fill capacity 208. Right, that would just be the 60 medium security. Total prisoner. Number per day. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to bring in 50 out of the 60. Okay, so that's good to go. Let them work on that. Doesn't seem to be a problem there. What are you complaining about? Was it closed? We had somebody unconscious. What the hell happened there? Pardon my French. Did they get beat up in the... Huh. Interesting. Pausing real quick. Where is this prisoner that was just bleeding profusely? Ah. Okay. So, let's put that back up here at the corner. Malcolm Turnbull going to poo. Right? Age 50. Been in my prison 7.5 years. 22-year sentence. Character. Experience. No recent misconduct. Okay. Right on. Okay. Well, that works. Okay. Going back to here. Okay. Flooring. Landscape. Shallow water. Because I'm tired of this stuff going... No. No, 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 no. Okay. Flooring, landscape, deep water. You. Okay, so staff, one worker, put you there, one janitor, put you there. Go do your thing. Right on. Okay, so they're going to be bringing in 50 inmates. We got the one door in. Coming in here, walls and doors, staff door. Right there. Back to walls, we want to go perimeter wall. Like so. Like so. Very good. We're going to go flooring, paving stone, like so, and like so. And we're going to I'm thinking I want to go, what do they do for these? Just concrete, right? So concrete. I'm going to go concrete to there. And we'll step it up. And this will give me an opportunity as well to see how the medium security make it over to this island. You go over there. You go over there. You go there. Dump that. See how that works. Okay. Chief's calling. Yay. Okay. We've just discovered that one of the teachers we bring in for the inmates' classes has been smuggling in huge bands of contraband. They've been fired, but the damage has been done at this point. Oh, goody. Let us pause. That's the other thing I wanted to check too while we're in here. Let's go to programs. We have the Foundation Education Program. What time is it now? It's 12:51. I'm going to reschedule all programs. That gets that taken care of. If I zoom in here, right? That's that classroom there, and that classroom there. That, okay. They do theirs and there as well. Parole hearing, spiritual guidance, excellent. And, yeah. Okay, psychiatric consultation is going. He's actually treating. Is he actually treating a prisoner? I don't see a prisoner being treated. Okay. Well, that is what it is. Okay, and that's all I have going currently. 7 interested in the general education. We will start that. And alcoholics group therapy, we will start that. Now, we are going to go edit schedule. So, this also needs to be a 3-hour class. So, crap. I'm going to have to add, if I come down here and I go regime, I'm going to add one more Work time. Right on. I'm going to move the general education down to there. Okay. Move that to there. Come out here. Alcoholics group therapy. We'll go there. And parole hearings are where they can be. I don't want them interfering with work. Okay. So yeah, there we go. So now if I come back in here and I go programs and I reschedule all, everything looks good. Okay. So yeah, that gives me an opportunity to actually get somebody to pass general education early enough. Very good. Okay, 2 prisoners due for release soon. That is fine. I got 50 prisoners on their way. I would love to see... Got contraband there. I thought I had, if I go logistics, no, yeah, it was logistics. Transport, I thought these guys could bring in construction materials. They can. Okay. But they're busy bringing in staff food. Interesting. Right on. Well, however they need it to come across is how they need it to come across. We get this exterior wall in. I can actually come in here to walls and doors and I can demolish this wall. Like so. I can take this door and dismantle. And this door and dismantle. Realizing now this is behind the wall there. I don't have any problem whatsoever there. Yeah, I can't get a fence to stick there. So, 'tis what it is. Right on. If I come into flooring... Alright. So... Gives me that. If I come in and I go... Walls and doors... Doors... Jail door orange... Open up... Open down. Pause. Yeah, I don't have any in yet. Okay. Because it's going to be 50 per day. I didn't want any... Yeah, okay, it's only 6:49. I got to pay attention to what time it is. I don't want to have too many prisoners coming in. Right on. Okay, let's hurry up that speed there. I'm going to go foundations. I'm going to go concrete. I'm going to go like so. And then I'm going to go flooring, paving stone, like so, and like so. If I go deployment and I go patrols and I go magenta, I can go like this. Yeah, it doesn't need to be there. And I can assign a dog to that. And then magenta patrol here. And I can assign a dog to that. And then eventually it's going to be a magenta patrol around that. Yeah, let's crank that up. See if the building gets built before the prisoners arrive. That'd be interesting. So this is just going to be a complete clone of this. Yeah. Got a lot of drugs being detected over there. And luxuries. Jeez, I'm crow. Okay. Looks like it should be all done. Okay, so that is now all done. Okay. Deployment, staff only. I want utilities, door servo, there, and there. Right on. Okay. And if I go utilities and I go show wires, all right, that door control unit will connect to that. Right on. Very cool. Okay, now everything looks good. If I go quick build, clone, can I, how about from there to there? I can actually get everything. That's not bad. Okay. That is not bad at all. All right, let's step up the pace here. See if we get these door controllers in. Because that's going to be, that'll be 30 more prisoners in there. We removed 5, 10, 15. We removed 30 beds. So really, bunk bed. What'd they do with the rest of the bunk beds? They put it over here? They did. They moved them all the way over to there. My goodness. Okay, let's come out. Let's go rooms. And we will go, where's storage? Do you see it? Do you see it? Storage. Okay, so we're going to go storage, like here, to there, right? And we're going to come over here, and this storage, we're going to remove from there, and remove, yeah, from there. And that way it's more compact. I know this is kind of wasted space, but I'd rather not have it buried. All right, pause. So where is your cell? So it shows him having some sort of a drug on him. Yeah. That's what I thought. Punk? So when they OD, they, they're not searched or anything? I thought that was like a foregone... Okay, so that's the first batch of 20, right? So that'll leave, and then another ship will come back with 20 more. Okay, let's pause for a quick second, and we will do intelligence, informants. Wow, look at all the ex-law enforcement in these batches, and these guys will cut a prisoner up for being a snitch, being ex-law enforcement. Okay, so we are going to have to... Alright, let's unpause. I've got one more batch of 10 coming. If I go intelligence and I go there... Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's at least 5 that are in jeopardy. 6 that are in jeopardy. Right on. Okay, let's come in here. We will go intake. We will go closed. Yeah, there's 6 that are in jeopardy. C'est la vie. It's what's going to happen. The idea here is I wanted to follow one of these prisoners to how they get over to the next island. All right, let's pause for a second. Staff. I have 42 regular guards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Now we have 50. I have 4 doctors. That would mean that I would have, let's go deployment. I've got 2 doctors in there. I've got 2 doctors in there. Is there an infirmary over here? Oh, did I not put an infirmary? No, I did. Okay, here we go. So I want to go staff. I want to go doctor. How about doctor? Give me the news. I gotta. Okay, assign doctors. 1, 2. Maybe 2 doctors there. Right on. If I do this, they walk inside. Excellent. Okay, very good. Now, what was I just doing? Yeah, so I want to come in to Fletcher. Right. And then I want to go zippity-doo-dah. Okay, so now it's just passing the general education course. Right on. Okay, pause. Let's follow this guy. Since he's already complaining. What is he complaining about? All right. So they're bringing him through here. Getting on the ferry. We're on the ferry. It can go at any time now. There we go. Alright. Catch up to it. Now we're coming down through. We have no need for that reception. Got it. It is aesthetics. He gets brought in. And he gets put in his cell. Pause. Alright. So, coming out of there. That's excellent. We go utilities. We've got pipe out here. I am going to take large pipe, and it's going to come down through here to there for the time being. I am going to dismantle utility. There. There, and there. I'm going to go electric. It's electric. I've got room on the grid for it, so we're going to come over here. We're going to bring this like so. And then we might as well go like that and like that. Let's get rid of that and that. I'm going to go like that. And I'll tell you why in a second. Because I still have to get rid of door servos. How did I know that was going to happen? Dismantle utility. Is that all slated to be dismantled? It is. So come in here, tab, turn that down. Now, door servo. All right. Door servo, door. Okay. So those should be all set. I think. I want to get the utilities as quickly as humanly possible. I want to get rid of that. Right. I want to go deployment. Make sure. Well, at least it works to there. What if So we already have to do it anyways. Alright, I'm going to pause for a quick second. Doors. I'm going to go regular jail door. It's going to go there. I'm going to go utility. I'm going to go door servo. Dang it. Walls and doors. Concrete. To there. I'm going to fix that area so I can make that staff only. Okay, so we got people in here. Let's pause for a quick second. Let's go logistics. Oops. Prison labor. So this is a library. 1, 2, 3. Shop. 1, 2. Mail room. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because you don't get visitation. Cleaning cupboard. If I look at deployment, yeah, you're not getting access to any of that. Prison labor. Right, prison labor. That's not delineated as a workshop yet. Okay. So, back to 2 times speed. So we've got utilities. Alright, so they got water up there. They're getting water down here. I want to move it like so. I want to take that and move it like so. Come back to utilities. And that way I can get rid of these things. Dismantle. Okay. Now, small pipe. It's gonna come in like so. One, two, three. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. We're gonna come straight down. That's gonna come in. And that's gonna come in to there as well. Right on. Actually, that's gonna need to go to the end. Yeah, these are all gonna need to go to the end. Okay, very good. I got it. I'm with you. Okay. Deployment, right on. If I come in here, can I lock it open? And lock it open? It's certainly not secure that way. Utilities. I just want to be able to get rid of that pipe without dismantling the servo. Alright, that's going to go there. Control left click. Right on. Okay, dismantle utility. There. And then control left click there. Awesome. Awesome job. And again, dismantle utility there. Control left click there. Deployment, okay. So how are we setting? We've got 49 medium security. That means that one medium security was already released or killed because I haven't been paying attention. So that could happen. How are we doing? We've got 21 criminally insane. No, so that means that some of my prisoners have actually become criminally insane. Yes, that is why I planned for that kind of extra space, because you just never know. You just never know. Now, if I come in here and I go objects, I need 8 more psychiatric treatments to get to the sofa, and so on and so forth down the line for those. Excellent to know. So they have radios and bookshelves in there, and they get synced with mirrors. So if I go logistics and I go room qualities, they're 2 out of 10s. And these are 0 out of 10s, absolutely. And down here, these are not graded. Right on. Very good. Seems like I might need a second ferry at some point. This is getting taken care of as best as it can. Let's zip it up to top speed if we can. Right on. So they did get that. Put that back to there. I'm going to take this door control and I'm going to connect it to that one at the very least. Now if I control left click, oh, it's done. Excellent. Door control to there. Alright, let's get out of here, and then I can come in here and I can stop doing that. And that gets that deployment done. Now we're over here. Very good. Let's go utilities, door servo. Going to control left click there. If I can close this off, I can make this outer walkway staff only. Jeez, I'm crow. I couldn't think of the 2 words that I wanted to have come out of my mouth. Right on. Okay, so this building is pretty close to all set. If I look at utilities, once I place these in, then I can come in and I can run the additional plumbing to go there. But we are definitely going to have to go deployment, patrols, magenta, like so. And then assign a dog handler there. Might as well take care of it now. Okay, utilities. I want to go power. Dismantle there. Right on. And control. Left click that. If I go deployment and I go staff only, that should if I connect to that and door control to that, but it needs power. Okay. Let's search that cell. we find anything? We did not. He's fine. Dog's fine. They're just going to hang around in there. Yep. Prison architect being prison architect. Right on. Okay, so that's all done up there. Now if I go deployment, I can go staff only in there. And for whatever reason, I just cannot. Here we go. Staff only. All the way around. Sweet Jeebus. I think that might work. So we have no access on the outer island. That's perfect. I don't want any access out there. And that's going to do it for this week's episode. When we come back next week, we will put the remaining cells in to medium sec. We will bring in more prisoners. And we will start following some of them around to see how they work. We will get the workshop up and running and all that happy hoopla. If you like what you watched, hit the like and subscribe button down below. Tell your family, tell your friends. If you have any suggestions, tips, tricks, anything like that, put them in the comments below. I will read them. And with that, I will catch you next Friday for another episode of Prison Architect Island Bound. Peace. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, check out the playlist above, or watch what YouTube tells you to on the right. Oh yeah, and subscribe.